Hey, welcome back to the channel, good friends. I'm Brian. Today we're going to talk about light bars. Now, for many years, I've been using the same light bars. I picked up two Blue Points off the back of a Snap-on truck years and years ago, at least 5, 6, maybe even 7 years ago, and they were working fine. I picked up one corded Blue Point, and then also one rechargeable, and the rechargeable finally died. This one here is still working, the plug-in, but we need two because sometimes my son and I will be working at the same time. So I picked up a light bar from Adams. This is the Adams interior light bar. Now, I use them for more than just interior detailing. We're gonna see, I'm gonna unbox it for you, show you how it works, and show you how I utilize the light bars. I utilize them in 3 different ways, because not only do I do detailing, auto detailing, but I work on my vehicles doing mechanical work, both under the hood and then also under the vehicle. And I utilize them there as well and try to get the most money out of my investment. Let's get started with the video. The Adams interior light bar has 2 detachable LEDs at 6500K. Split charger for simultaneous recharging, powerful magnets for secure attachment, up to 6 hours of continuous operation. That's in low mode. It has a 2-way adjustable light intensity setting, high or low, and 47 minimum, 68 maximum length once it's fully extracted. All right, let's unbox it. I'll show you just the way it comes, just the way it's packaged. Some additional technical data, LEDs, lithium battery charged in about 3 to 4 hours. Get the instruction manual, assembly and usage instructions, and let me cut these tie wraps and we'll get it put together here. In these bags is the LED lighting. These get charged separately, so you can use them separately as well. Very bright. Can use them independently. They're on a swivel. There is the charging dock. And here is your charger. Low, bright, low, bright. Twin USB charger. Plug this in, and then both of these can get charged at the same time. And you'll see them blink red, go to green when they're ready, in about 3 hours or so. While the LEDs are charging, we can get the light bar together. Just slides together, and then use the screws in here, or the pins, to lock it in place. Now on my blue point, you separate it and it separates from the middle. On this one here, it pulls out about a foot and a half from either side. That's what gives you the length. And then the base for the LEDs are on sliders. And when you get them dialed in, I just normally keep them just so it's touching, and I'll keep them loose so I can slide them back and forth as I'm doing my job. But it'll slide from the center of the light bar just about all the way out to the end. So you can have them close together and concentrated, or you can have them spread apart. Now, both LEDs are magnetized, but they also have these two slots here, so they'll lock into the base, and they'll lock into these two ears right here. So let's get our lights locked in. Okay. All right. So you'll notice, as the way they are now out of the box, it's backwards. These LEDs need to be shining that way because these clamps need to be pointed the other way to hold on to either a rooftop or a hood, or you could flip it over, and I'll show you all three ways that I use it, but this is all you have to do. They do slide around either one way or another, 360 degrees or 180, and you are now ready for use. Let's get them attached to the vehicle we're working on. Very dark and hard to see in some of these vehicles. This is one of them. The window tint along with the dark interior. So we're going to reach across and we're going to carefully get this up and around and above the seal for the door. We're going to do the exact same thing on both sides. Make sure it's snug, that in case I lean back up and bump against it, it's not going to fall. And then from there, we can slide the lights, get them on, slide them where we need them, and if we need to adjust which way they're pointing, with some good tactile feedback, they will point front, down, or back. And then it also has the ability to do so from these hinges here on the light. So you can also look up as you're going and cleaning the upholstery for the headliner. You can point these wherever they need to go. Really neat tool. On camera, it is kind of hard to show just how bright and effective these lights are, but I'll give you a demonstration. You can get out of it what you will. This is low right here. Huge difference if you're working on the vehicle. Now let's go from, just by tapping the button again, we'll go from low to high. And again, huge difference. Now let me turn them off so you can see just how much they help. And that is just one. If you concentrate two towards the same area, you're going to have plenty of light for whatever your chore or your job is. Again, you can swivel there, you can swivel there, or back, so straight down. Or if you want to leave them and hop in the back and start working in your second row, you'll have plenty of light. Now, just for comparison, my blue light, you can twist that bulb to point towards where you're working, but only to a certain point. This one here, you could keep the base as is, and these will turn all the way around and give you a point of reference for light in any direction. With the blue point, that bulb is connected to a cord, and you can only twist it so far. So very versatile. I also utilize these under the hood because with some of these auction cars, as you can imagine, I'm under the hood quite often and I need a way to see what I'm doing. Now hoods are really wide, so it's nice to have something that stretches all the way across, and this does. And with the rubber, the soft rubber on the ends here where the clamps are, where it clamps off onto the metal or your interior or your seals, it's gentle and will not chip the paint, scratch the paint, or tear the material apart. So while we're in here, let's just say I am going to fill or work on the power steering. I'll slide that over, twist it down, turn on the power, and I have plenty of light here without even adjusting this one over, which I can slightly, and give myself a little bit more light. Again, the best I can, let me show you the type of light that this can give you and help you out. A little dark down there. Low, high. Let's go with number 2 for just a little bit more light. Low, high, and that is plenty of light. Even if you are in dark surroundings or in the evening or early in the morning, you can get the job done. Again, these can slide over. If you're working towards the firewall or towards the radiator, you can adjust these, or if you're working on the hood apron here, the insulation, you don't have to take it off or flip it around. And finally, another way I utilize these lights is when I'm working on a vehicle from underneath. And this is whether I have it on the post lift or up on the scissors lifts. I slide this underneath just like so, set it up like that. I slide the lights where I need them. That way I can inspect for rust, a little bit of scaliness here, nothing through though. And it gives me plenty of light, and I can slide this all the way up through, and it'll give me enough light to get the job done. All right, guys, so that is the Adams Lightbar, interior and exterior for me. Now, I did use these in a single day. I was working on an interior and immediately jumped to something under the hood, and I got just under 4 hours of continuous use on high before I had to plug them in and charge them once again. Very light with my skinny arms here. I can hold the light with my arms straight out. Very effective, versatile with these things being able to swivel, and then these end caps swiveling as well. You never have to move them, just moving them from car to car, really. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate. Put them down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of these bars. So price-wise, $150 compared to my Blue Points, which were a little over $300 back in the day, but you know how expensive Snap-on and Matco can be. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next video.